Okay, so ever feel like you're just constantly trying to keep up with all the tech, the changes? It can be, well, a bit much.
Yeah, overwhelming is definitely the word sometimes. Like you're swimming in digital noise.
Exactly. And figuring out what actually matters,
Mhm.
stuff. So today, we're going to dig into that.
We are. We're looking at Phil Gerbyshak's perspective, kind of his reflections on the last 2 decades, and then looking forward to the next 20.
And this is coming straight from him, right? His
Yeah.
mission, his vision, his purpose.
Mm-hmm. And our mission for this deep dive anyway is to pull out the key insights.
Right. Insights about how to stay, human-centered and successful when everything's getting so technological.
Because Phil's seen a lot. He's
Yeah.
taught everything from specific tech tools way back when
Mhm.
to communication, leadership, sales systems. Quite the range.
Yeah, he has that breadth of experience. And it seems like the core for him comes down to this one line, I teach people, not platforms.
Which is powerful, isn't it?
It really is. Let's unpack that a bit, because for him, it's like, okay, the tech evolves super fast, obviously.
Obviously. Netscape on dial-up, anyone. He uses that example.
Yeah, exactly. Shows how far we've come. But his point is, the human stuff, that stays constant.
Like needing real connection, needing to communicate clearly, needing, well, positive energy.
Those don't change with the next software update.
Nope. And that's his mission, really. Amplifying human potential
How does he see doing that?
through communication that connects, genuine relationships, and yeah, that contagious positivity he talks about. It's about focusing on the who and why, not just the latest shiny what.
It makes sense. And he breaks it down, doesn't he? Like words that move people.
Yeah, which isn't just about sounding good, I think.
No, it's deeper. Crafting messages that actually land, that resonate, that maybe inspire someone to do something.
Right. It probably comes back to empathy, doesn't it? And just being clear.
Yeah, understanding who you're talking to, what they need, and then just saying it directly, honestly.
Building that bridge, like you said earlier, not just throwing data over the wall. And then the tools that teach part. Again, it's not just knowing the tool. No, it's using it to actually help someone learn, to make complicated stuff maybe a bit simpler.
The teaching part, not just the tech part.
Exactly. And then moments that matter. I like these examples.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like the 15-minute break at Multnomah Falls he mentioned. Or just paying someone a compliment.
Or being a bit vulnerable when you're leading a session. Why do those little things stick, you think?
Maybe because they're unexpected. They break through the usual routine, the transactional stuff.
Yeah, they signal, I see you as a person, not just, a role or a function.
It creates that human connection we all kind of crave, especially now.
Definitely. So zooming out then to his vision for the future, it's got some warnings in it.
It does. He talks about more noise, less clarity, which, yeah, feels true.
And more hustle, less heart.
Oof. Yeah, that one hits home too. And the big one, more tech, less human. Pretty stark picture he paints.
It is, and it lines up with what a lot of us feel, I think. The information overload, the pressure, it can crowd out the human side of things.
But he's not saying run away from tech. His response is different.
Right. It's about championing human-centered success within that tech landscape.
Okay, so how's he planning to do that over the next, 20 years?
Well, he wants to be a global voice for that idea. So, speaking, training teams.
Writing, too, right? Books, articles, trying to bring some clarity back.
Yeah, and short videos, streaming content, maybe trying to cut through the noise with something inspiring but quick.
Practical tools also, things people can actually use.
And mentoring leaders, helping them lead with more empathy, basically. It's a whole ecosystem of activities.
What stands out is how intentional it all feels. It's not random.
Totally. It's all pointing towards that central goal.
Yeah.
Human-centered success. He's got a plan, a purpose driving it.
And it all comes back to that core belief.
Yeah.
If we're going to thrive, we need better humans, not just faster tech.
Yeah, they're humans. It's not anti-tech, it's pro-human with tech.
So what skills does he think we need? The stuff that lasts. The timeless constants.
Okay, yeah. He lists things like written communication. Because clear writing means clear thinking. Makes sense.
Verbal communication, too, how you say it matters.
Definitely. Public speaking, he sees real power there for transformation.
Teaching and training, always learning, always sharing.
Right. Sales enablement, coaching, because relationships drive results, especially in sales.
And the big one, maybe.
Yeah.
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah. He calls it the ultimate human skill. Being able to read the room, understand emotions, yours and others.
Looking at that list,
Yeah,
nothing too surprising maybe. They all feel pretty fundamental.
they do feel foundational, yeah. Especially now, like with so much digital stuff lacking nuance, being able to communicate clearly with empathy, super important.
And that emotional intelligence piece
Mm.
that feels uniquely human. Hard for AI to truly replicate that connection, you know?
Exactly. And he doesn't just want to have these skills, he wants to teach them.
Right.
That ripple effect.
Yeah, empowering others. It's not about just him.
And it's also clear this isn't about chasing likes or going viral for 5 minutes.
No, he talks about legacy, impact, making a dent, building a library of wisdom, something lasting.
He hopes his work helps people choose, well, connection instead of chaos, humanity over hustle, purpose over just pressure.
It's very values-driven.
It is, and I thought his metric for success was really telling, hoping people say, that helped me. That made me feel like I could do something meaningful and still be me.
Wow, that's powerful. It's about enabling authenticity and purpose in others.
Yeah. And you can tell he really values the people who followed his work over the years.
So for you listening, if this resonates, how can you connect more with this?
Well, he mentioned subscribing to the happiness practices for those practical tools.
Right. Or considering him as a speaker if you need someone who focuses on this human element.
He also just encourages starting your own happiness practice, taking some ownership of your well-being.
Connecting on LinkedIn is another way, joining that community.
And just practicing appreciation, reaching out to someone, that simple act of connection.
Yeah, bringing it back to those small human moments.
Ultimately, his plan for the next couple of decades seems grounded in these timeless truths and transformative practices, not trends.
He's aiming for people seeking purpose, right?
Yeah.
That seems to be his focus.
Exactly. And his closing thought is pretty energizing.
Yeah. Let's make the next 20 years the best, most human, most joyful years yet. Let's go. It's a real call to action.
So wrapping up our deep dive today, it's clear Phil Gerbyshak puts a huge emphasis on keeping the human element front and center. Communication, connection, EI.
Especially as tech keeps accelerating. He's arguing for purpose, offering practical ideas to stay grounded.
Which leads to a final thought maybe for you listening.
Yeah, how are you going to intentionally prioritize the human stuff in your work, your life, going forward?
What are those timeless truths that you'll hold on to as things keep changing?
Good questions to ponder. Hopefully exploring Phil's ideas today gives you some useful perspectives for your own journey of learning and growth.